Beyond the Gates. So it ended on a very boring note in the sense that I really was hoping that something else would be discovered with Leslie slash Dana. What did come out yesterday is Dana was able to convince, I'll put the young lady's name up, but she was the lady who recommended that Dana's daughter, Eva, who they thought was Leslie, be hired by Nicole. Mona is her name. And Kat convinced Mona to meet with Leslie and to make it seem like they were reuniting. And she ultimately ended up telling Leslie slash Dana, I cannot forgive what you did to Nicole, because you could have easily taken the time to pull them to the side. You didn't have to publicly humiliate them, Ted and Nicole. And Dana slash Leslie ends up crying, leaves the tissue on the table. Kat then gets the tissue. Because they need to remember, they found the motorcycle helmet and the gloves in her apartment because Kat planted them in Dana and Leslie's apartment, and the judge won't give them a warrant for DNA. So then she comes up with this plan. So immediately when she gets the tissue with the gloves, she puts it in the sandwich bag, gives it to Jacob. Here you go. You can't be doing the police's job. Like, I feel like she's going to jack up. Like, this case will be thrown out because they're going to find out that someone who wasn't officially part of the police department was pulling all this evidence. And what's so crazy is Jacob's partner, which he's been on and off the show, he was a dirty cop. He's still a dirty cop, and he's about to retire. Well, it's coming out that he is somehow tied into what Martin did, which we still don't know what Martin did. We just know there were cops there, and we know that somebody got beaten up really badly. So I don't know if Martin got beat up really badly or Martin beat somebody else really badly. Well, the cop is out with Jacob, and he was like, if you were me, we would already solve this case, but you got to play by the rules. Because they see Leslie slash Dana at the bar just chilling, relishing in the fact that you got evidence that you can't even use. And the detective, which I think his name is Malone, he really wants to, he wants to be with Dana slash Leslie, like, oh, she's hot. You want her? I thought you was married. He's like, I don't want her. I want her arrested. So then let's fast forward to what else happened. Derek proposed to Ashley, which that was well overdue, but I just feel like they're trying to do something more to this storyline. Fast forward to the preview they showed. She's going to keep seeing Andre, which makes no freaking sense for her to end up with Andre. Andre is not an ideal man to be with her. Derek is perfect for her. Like, I don't understand why. And I know it's average soap opera drama, but it's like ever since that kiss, I thought she has not suppressed what she thought she wouldn't feel, but she did end up feeling when Andre accidentally kissed her. So she's gonna say yes to this proposal, I have a feeling. But then in the midst of this, they already showed her next week seeing images of Andre in the house when she's really looking at Derek. I'm hating this for Derek. When I say he is such a good guy, and Ashley, like, what are you doing? Andre is not even part of your league. And then how is Andre really going to leave Danny for Ashley? Like, he's already established to Danny, if you want me, you can have me. But then you secretly still want Ashley, Andre? Like, this is messy. And then what's so crazy about Danny and Andre's situation is Andre didn't know that Danny's niece and daughter were moving into her guest house. So he pops up in the guest house because he sees the lights are on. And they're like, so what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I just, So they're, of course, playing it off like it's nothing. And they're like, you sure you don't want us to communicate to mom or auntie what's going on? You know, that you have a message for them? So immediately when he leaves, fast forward, the preview, they already showed that he's going to tell Danny, I have to tell you something. And that's when Danny's going to say, my niece and my daughter know we're sleeping together, because no one else knows. Nicole suspects it. So when he leaves the guest house, I don't know if I told y'all that, they decide to sell their places and move into the guest house where they don't have to pay rent to house all their purses and all their supplies and whatnot when stuff gets shipped in. That they admitted, which is crazy to me, their place combined is smaller than Danny's guest house. Goals. So as Andre's leaving, they're like, she said, your mom is sleeping with Andre? Like, what in the world? And she's like, stranger things have happened. So Tomas helps Kat and Chelsea move, and that's when Tomas runs into Danny, who Danny automatically wants Tomas to be a model. He's like, I'm a lawyer. And then she ends up running into Tomas again, and she tells Tomas, if you break my niece's heart, be prepared to be a lawyer in another district, in another zip code. Yeah, she don't play about her family. She's also been very doting to Bill. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if it's genuine concern because you're my daughter's father. I don't know. I feel like she's slowly slipping back into liking him again. I prefer her hating him and moving on with her life. So I don't know if this is her being peaceful or her slowly wiggling her way back in. Let me stop because I'm about to run out of time.